What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, How to Cook and Honey. Today I'm doing a collaboration with my girl Trina Nemins. Please go and check out her channel, y'all, right now. She have some wicked shatter recipe up over there. Make sure so when you go over there, you tell her say your girl how to cook. Send her, right? Fast, easy, and simple recipes are over there. Now be sure that you subscribe here because we are going to turn up the Barbie fried chicken wings recipe. I'm going to do it fast, easy, and always simple. So subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you won't miss another upload. And for all of my returning goodies, on already don't know say what. On a girl loving her to the max. Now, you want to see how this thing turn up? Make sure say go over there and check out Trina again for all our fantastic recipes. You ready for cook? Let's cook. Alright, goodies. When you're ready for cook, then make we cook now. We're gonna turn up this thing and mad easy, fast as always, and simple and easy to follow. Now we have our chicken wings here that has already been washed nice and clean with salt, vinegar, and lemon juice. Alright, you want to make sure you soak it up in that lemon juice liquid. It's going to do it something generous, right? So make sure you do that. Now let's talk about our seasons here. We have onion and garlic powder, salt and black pepper, chicken seasoning, ginger powder, paprika, and we have our all-purpose seasoning. Now as far as the paprika and the all-purpose seasoning, I did add about a tablespoon of that, and everything else probably was a half teaspoon. I'm gonna try to list some things down below because right now the girl I get real lazy and listing things down in the description box, you know. Alright, now in here, so I do have a cup of all-purpose flour, a half cup of cornmeal, and a half cup of cornstarch here. That is all you need to be added into that container. Now if you're making more chicken wings that I'm making here, you might want to add more. I think I have about 12 pieces, maybe 10 or 12 pieces, somewhere around it, maybe 10. Alright, now give it a good mix, right? Like I'm doing here. Now another note on my wings. My wings are pretty big. Alright, they're really big, like crazy big type of thing. So yours could take maybe the 12 or maybe more depending on the size, right? Alright, never to say the least. We're just gonna go ahead and mix up this thing. We're gonna make sure you get everything nicely spread. Put a half of it on the wings, right? And you want to use the other half into the flour mix, just like I'm doing here. Now after you do that, you just go ahead and just mix everything in. However, be sure to taste your flour mix though, because you want to make sure it have the right amount of flavor to your taste buds. You might want to add a little bit more, so you please. Okay, now we're going to definitely turn up this thing and mad loud, really loud. So here's what we're going to do now. Now we're going to add about a half cup of heavy whipping cream to it. Just want to go ahead and dunk it in. If you don't have that, of course you could use milk, right? Now in addition to that, you're going to add 1 egg and add the entire thing into the mix. All you have to do here is just mix it all in generously. Now I did allow it to sit and marinate for about an hour. Yeah. Now if you don't want to do it that long, you know, normally I do this in 30 minutes, but I didn't have time for waste. So I just went ahead and let it sit for an hour today and get those seasoning well spread it out in the thing, right? You want to do that. Whatever you do, just make sure say you marinate it just for a little bit. Alright, now that the thing look good and the thing look proper, we're going to move on. Now, we're going to get this thing fried up. I'm using my deep fryer to make things very simple. Now, when you get your time all ready, whether you're going to let it sit for 30 minutes or an hour, you want to go back in and mix it in properly. Just to get everything all stirred up, and you basically wake up the flavor, right? You wake up the flavor. I'm using my gloves here because it does get a little bit messy. Go ahead and just put the wings into the flour mix, right? Looks like that. Okay. Now we're going to double dip these wings twice because I wanted to have that special kind of crisp For this particular recipe, because it's so saucy, we're going to make sure so we have enough flour upon the chicken wings them. So we're going to double dip this, right? This thing, right? All right, so what you want to do is make sure so you get the flour in really, really well on the wings, all right? And you go and press it into. Make sure so you get the flour mixed in there. Now, when everything is all spread, you go back in and you put it in the wet ingredients. Just like that, all right? And all you have to do here is really, really simple. Really, really simple, goodie. Now, after you done do that, you even back out the flour before you go back over there, right? To get the flour ready, and then you just mix everything in, just like so. Just like you would season the chicken or mixing up this chicken. After you done do that, you put it back into the flour mix, just like that, and you go back and you coat it again for the second time. Now, the second time around, you want to be sure you be pressing the flour mix into the chicken without leaving a spot. Be sure that you do that because it is critical for this particular kind of crisp for the sauce, right? Because if you don't do this and you add the chicken into the sauce that is coming up later, your chicken is going to be saggy within the first 15 minutes. If you want your chicken to be crisp all day, then this is a method that you're going to have to do. Press the flour into the chicken properly, just like so. Now, your oil needs to be nice and hot though. Your oil needs to be at least at 350 degrees. Pop it into hot oil only, okay? Hot oil only. And it does take about 12 to 13 minutes of frying time at 350 degrees in heat. You want to make sure, say, allow it to get a nice golden brown. It's going to look like this. Really, really, really crispy. 350 degrees, all right? Fried for 12 to 13 minutes, and that is what you're going to have here. Perfect. Now, what you want to do is this. You want to go ahead and sit it on a rack, all right, a draining rack. You don't want to go lay it in a plate or anything flat because it is going to sweat while you're making your sauce. So to prevent all of that madness from happening, go ahead and place it on a rack and let it go chill and hang out with all that friends them until you do your sauce and your sauce ready for the ray and for the lay. All right, you want to make sure so you do that because we don't want flan Barbie fried chicken in a kitchen. We want to have the thing good up. You know what I'm saying? Proper. Now that we have our beautiful chicken wings all sitting and chilling and waiting patiently, now it's time for us to move on and make the sauce. We're gonna make some nice homemade Barbie sauce, and we're gonna put my twist to it as always. All right, goodie. Make me put that over this and move on to the next step. Okay. All right. Now I have my frying pan here. As you can see, my chicken is over there chilling. I started off with about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Just forget everything all ready. Then I went ahead and just put some ketchup in it. And as you can see, a girl now measure nothing, but just roll with the flour. All right, then I went in and add some barbecue sauce. Any kind of regular kind of barbecue sauce that you can find, just throw it all up in there. Then I went in and gave it a little touch of the hot pepper sauce, grace brand, just a little bit. Little something for the tea people that love the pepper business. And then I went in and added my Worcestershire sauce to it, okay? And then I added some soy sauce. Just sprinkle it all up in there too, okay? Just like so. And then after I added them 2 things right there, or a few things right there, I did add my apple cider vinegar because you know, say, home girl now cook nothing without that. Yeah. And then after I did all of that, I added about a tablespoon of lemon juice to bind everything together. Then I added 2 tablespoons of cane brown sugar. And then mix it all in. Now, if your sauce is too thick, depending on how much chicken you are frying, okay, just go ahead and add just a little bit of water, not too much because you don't want the thing to turn lenke. So go ahead and add some water, a tad bit. Just use your imagination, right? And don't spoil up the sauce. After it has been bubbling for, I would say, probably about a 2-minute thing, you don't want to go overboard with it. 2 minutes tops, that's all you need. You're not trying to cook your sauce. You're just warming up the sauce and having everything combine together in all its flavors, okay? Now, when I'm doing this particular kind of recipe, this is how I do it. While the sauce is been bubbling on a very low heat, I always put the chicken in while the sauce is bubbling, okay? Now, if you don't want to do it this way, of course, you could throw everything on the chicken in a container, shake up everything together, and there you'll have your chicken ready. But trust me, when you do it this way, it does something extraordinary to the chicken, all right? Nice. Trust me. People have to come back twice. So that is what I do when I'm making this recipe. Now I just decided to go ahead and get my container. Not my container, my plate I'm going to use to make the thing all pretty and fancy for now. Just went ahead and just put it on this plate here. And just let it sit and chill and get it all ready for decoration. But basically, adapt me, right? Just put the chicken in the thing, make it just bubble up on the flavors in the pot, and then you just sit it over in the plate. And that's about it. 1, 2, 3, right? Fast, easy, and always simple. In my Jamaican kitchen. Yes, good day. Now, after everything is all done, that is what it's going to look like on the plate. You just want to go ahead and just make it nice and fancy and pretty. I did put some scallions on it, slice it up, put some little sauce, something right there, so. And then, because this is Barbie, okay, you want to go ahead and just sprinkle some parsley, whether it's dried or fresh. You'd want to make sure that you have your parsley. I love dried parsley when I'm doing this, the ending part of this thing, right? But use whatever you have. And there you have it. The thing is all done. It's all done. That's how fast and simple it is enough. Any day of the week. Fire. May I tell you the thing that on fire. There you have it. All done on the platter. You have to try this recipe, y'all. Please don't forget to go ahead and check out Trina Nyamin's channel. Make sure you subscribe to her channel and tell her. Make sure you tell her, say, how to cook. Send it over there. 1 hour wait pan. Go over there right now. That is it, y'all. Hope you did enjoy the recipe. Make sure you thumbs it up. And let me know what to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.